Hi, I'm Deepika and welcome to Run and Become. And today our topic is socks, running socks. So I think everyone would agree the most important item of kit for running is the running shoes, and then second to that is the socks. So what's the difference between an ordinary sock and a running sock? Well, the main difference is that generally a sock is 100% cotton or thereabouts. With the running socks, they are not 100% cotton, therefore they wick the perspiration out and you don't get that clammy, sweaty feel that you get with the cotton because it absorbs the moisture and then that sits on us, and that's where we can get blisters and uncomfortableness. So the two questions really to ask yourself before you buy a pair of running socks. Number one, do you want thick or thin? Do you prefer thick or thin? And number two, do you want the short cut-off ones just to the top of the shoe, or do you want a sock that goes above your ankle? There's no right or wrong answer, it's really personal preference. As far as thickness goes, generally for myself, if it's hot weather, then I'm going to go for a thinner sock, and when it's colder, I go for something with a little bit of extra padding. Having said that, some people like thicker ones all year round, it's really up to you. And then for the height, again, I do the same thing. Like in the summer, I'll go for the short cut-up ones. In the winter, go for something above the ankle, because we do lose heat through our ankles. So in the winter time, it's important if you're running tights or the socks or something is covering that area, so we don't lose the heat and get cold. Okay, so let's start with the shorter ones, and we'll work up to the slightly higher above the ankle socks, just to give you a little smattering of what we have here. Obviously there are more socks, and we'll put the links below. Anyway, so to start with, a really nice sock for the summer, and I've used these socks in the summertime for the last, I don't know how many years. It's the Hilly Monoskin. These are so comfortable. They fit the feet really nicely, but at the same time they're not too tight. They come in a plain white like this one, or a black. So really simple but very, very nice socks. The next one I've got is the Features sock. Again, this comes to the top of the shoe. These ones have a little bit of padding under the bottom of the foot here, slightly thinner on the top. Again, they fit nicely, they're very soft. So if you want just a little bit of padding under there, then these are a really good option. And then moving on to something which is a little bit higher, but I would say to here, but not to here, is the Xperia socks. These ones, partly they're so nice because they come in a range of really, really fun colours, but also they have thin around the top, and around this yellow bit, this is all slightly thinner. The padded bits are the grey area under the toe and the heel, so it just gives that extra bit of comfy paddingness. But yeah, super nice socks. Again, wick the perspiration out, really comfortable. Then for people who adore a really padded sock, you cannot get more padded than these guys. So these Thorlo ones, these ones are above the ankle. They also come in a longer top as well. With these ones, the whole bottom is really padded, and just this white bit on the top of the foot is slightly thinner. But there are many people who are utterly devoted to these socks. Then we have another pair of Hilly ones. Now these are a double layered sock. Now the idea behind a double layered sock is that the two layers will rub together instead of the sock and your skin. So for people who suffer quite easily from blisters, the double layered socks are a really good option. And these ones are the Hilly ones. Again, they come in the short to the top of the shoe and also above the ankle. And again, these have been around for quite a few years and really, they're great socks. Then we've got something which is slightly newer in the compression world. These ones have been out, but they've sort of revamped them and they're much nicer. These ones are the Compress Sport, and they've got little dots on them. Now these little dots are underneath the foot. These ones help with compression a little bit, but it's not like a super intense compression sock. But if you want just that little bit of extra help in the compression, these are really nice. And honestly, this version, the newer version of them, is much more comfortable than the older version of these particular ones, and they're nice and soft. And then finally, we have the slightly longer ones. So the one I've got on here is the Fulky sock, and this one comes, as you can see, to here. These are really nice. Again, slightly padded underneath the foot, thinner on the top. And they, in the packaging, they look like this. So that's the RU4. There's also, in the Fulky, an RU3, which is slightly thicker. So they are two different socks, but both very nice. This one's just a little bit more padded. So those are the main socks. Of course, there is also the 5-finger socks, or the Injinji socks as they're called, which are these ones, which are great if you're wearing your 5-finger shoes. And these ones are new because they're specifically tailored to women, so they're just a little bit slimmer in the foot. Very lightweight, very soft, super comfortable. There's also the men's version of those, and the slightly thicker version as well. So that is the overall on socks, and I'm sure all of you out there who have tried the running socks, to go back to a cotton pair of socks is kind of impossible. So definitely check them out, and all the different options and the colours, and have fun with your socks. Thanks so much. Thank you for watching, and if you have any comments, please leave them below. Thank you. Bye bye.